Hello all, welcome back to our channel, Stock to Off-Road Machine. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, keep up to date with our channel. A lot more to come, a lot more mistakes, and a lot more off-road adventures.
3, 2, 1, hardwired.
Welcome back to another Epic Storm video. This is me helping a mate install a snorkel on the old farm truck or work ute, whatever you want to call it. Since it's such an old vehicle, it had to be an eBay special snorkel. Not much you can do. You can't really find new parts just lying around everywhere. You're just going to have to get parts that you can find around that are genuinely made for the vehicle or a model above it, and do the best to make it work and make it fit. But line up the stencil as best as you can where you want the fitment to go. Mark it out with a texture on the guards. Don't really go off where the bolt holes are. Go off where the little X's are. Draw them in. Draw the little circles in just as a reference. But it's more of the center point of where the X is that made the circle all correspond to where it needed to go. But get yourself a good hole saw if you can get one. If not, a good body saw does the same thing. I ended up using a body saw to drill the holes and cut out the holes in the guards and stuff like that. So do your best and get it done. And in the world of custom stuff, nothing's going to fit straight away. You got to make it fit. You're going to have to modify stuff and modify the vehicle to make everything work cohesively with each other. So just take your time, look at it, don't get too frustrated that parts don't fit the way that they're meant to fit. Make them fit, work out how you're going to do it, and you'll get there in the end. As for the inner stencil, it didn't line up at all, but it was a good thing that it didn't line up, because I would have had to end up cutting the hole bigger on the inner guard to make all the parts work. As I said before, had to modify the stencils to make it all work cohesively with each other and make all the parts fit the way that they were meant to fit. But we got there in the end. Like I said, take your time, don't get too frustrated. If you mess anything up, just make sure you mess it up where you can cover it up. There's nothing else that you can do but do your best to make it work the way that it's meant to work. And don't forget, any holes that you drilled or cut in the body, put a little bit of paint on them, cover up that bare metal so it doesn't end up rusting out. Even if it's a rusty vehicle, you don't want the work that you've just done on the vehicle to rust out twice as quick as the rest of it. So just take your time and make sure it's all mounted and done properly, and put a little bit of paint on all the bare metal and cover it up and seal it. It will make sure the job lasts a hell of a lot longer in the long run, instead of just rusting away and turning to crap.
Children used to run and play. Look at all the mess we made. Guess I never know where it went wrong. Sometimes I feel like all that's said, 'cause we're old and people forget. In this crazy world I don't belong.
As you can see here, like I said before, I had to modify parts to make them work and fit the vehicle the way that they were meant to fit the vehicle. The Snorkel wasn't perfectly made, but you can sort of expect that for such an old vehicle. You're not going to get things that are just going to bolt on and fit up the way that they're meant to fit up. Everything's going to have to be modified and customized for the vehicle itself to make it work the way that it's meant to work. And silicone is your best friend when installing a Snorkel. You don't want any water leaks or any air leaks or anything like that when installing a Snorkel, because you never know what sort of water crossing that you're going to end up going through. Don't be afraid to smother it on there. Just give it time to set properly and everything like that. And after you do it all, go over it again with another bead of silicone on the outside. Seal it up completely. Seal up any gaps that you can see inside of your airbox or your intake when you're installing a Snorkel. You don't want any leaks whatsoever in there, because if you get water inside of your air filter or end up sucking it straight in through the engine, you may end up causing critical damage to the internals of your engine, if not destroying the complete engine. So just take your time, silicone it up, make sure it's all sealed the best that you can, and then when you go for a water crossing, get your fingers crossed and hope for the best.
I see fire burning, but I close my eyes. Everything is falling out of place. I see trees ripped from the ground, but nobody makes a sound. I see fire burning, but I'm fine. I am nobody.
When I looked at the bike, she did get a little bit of water in the
Future feels so unsure. You don't deserve more. The burden that you left is way too heavy for me. Do you ever feel like the world will die out? My anxieties off the roof, I cry out. We have gone too far, take me back right now. I see fire burning, but I close my eyes. Everything is falling out of place. I see trees ripped from the ground, but nobody makes a sound. I see fire burning, but
Thank you for everyone for watching another Epic Storm video. Keep tuned for more, hit the like and subscribe button and visit our online store and help us run this channel.
We could be legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired.